Jetlag, a play by Tim Etzel. Interior of a small plane. A Beechcraft Duchess BE-76. Halloran is a manager and captain for a local small plane business. He speaks on the phone while Stephanie waits.
Yes, sir. I completely understand. Oh? Complete control? But Sir, I have to say that I have some concerns letting him have full say. Yes. Alright. Of course. Understood. Bye-bye.
He hangs up and looks deeply troubled.
Everything all right, Hal?
Yes. Nothing that concerns you.
You seem worried. Is it something about the client?
It's nothing. Continue checking over the cabin and I'll give you the details that you need to do your job soon.
If something is wrong right before our flight, I'd like to know, Hal.
Stephanie, I understand this is not a career for you, but while you're here and I am captain, I expect you to heed my instructions and not stick your nose where it does not belong. You are not a doctor yet. And do take care to address me as captain, not Hal. I hate when people call me that.
Fine. Aye, Captain. I cannot wait until the captain retires finally.
Did you say something?
No, Captain. I'm too busy cleaning and following orders and not having a mind of my own.
She continues cleaning, annoyed. They're silent for a moment. Then she speaks defiantly.
I'll clean, Captain Halloran. Anything else that I can do for you, Captain Halloran?
Yes, you can leave that attitude on the ground where it belongs.
Can I just ask a question?
Proceed.
It's just, is it usually a procedure to have two crew members go with the clients? I mean, it's just such a small fit, and if our client already has his license, I don't see the need.
Oh, well, I'm glad the part-time grad student doesn't see the need.
They glare for a moment. Then he sighs.
After speaking with this particular gentleman, I feel that a more hands-on approach may be appropriate.
So you'll be flying today?
No.
He looks at her and considers.
Fine, I'll tell you. I got outvoted. Our wonderful owner, Mr. Williams, just called and gave me clear instructions. Our client has complete control. I'm simply here to course correct if need be. Today's driver is new to the air.
How new?
Barely.
Has he ever flown before?
He most certainly has. For the license test, I'm told he received it yesterday.
Oh, shit.
Language, Stephanie. He has insisted that he fly today's route, and I was left with little choice.
He rich? I feel like there's some extra accommodations here.
That is neither here nor there.
Did William say that you needed to take him?
Apparently, he's a close nephew.
So the owner's nephew is going to drive and we're going to babysit?
That's enough. I may not agree with the orders that I have been given, but you could learn a thing or two and see that I am following them nonetheless. I have been a proud captain here for 35 years, and have never once left a passenger feel like they did not get their money's worth. You'd better believe that I'll keep that streak going for these final 3 months. Now, Flight Assistant Stephanie, today's flight will be organized and everyone aboard will conduct themselves with absolute dignity and professionalism.
Just then David slams up the stairs noisily, startling Halloran and Stephanie. He yells behind them to someone off stage.
No, babe, just keep checking out the propellers. I've got to go talk to the captain. Hey man, I'm David. I'm Doug's nephew.
Doug Williams?
Yeah!
Ah.
Hello, yes sir, welcome aboard. My name is Halloran and I'm the captain of this twin engine. This is Stephanie, one of my finest crew members.
Finest crew member indeed, under our most senior, oldest captain. At your service, sir.
Completely oblivious to any sense of tension.
Hey, nice to meet you. All right, so we've got quite the show today. First of all, I love the energy, Hal, but won't I technically be the captain?
He's thrown off by the statement and being called Hal?
Well,
It's just I graduated plane school, and so I know almost everything there is to know. Don't worry, I've been planning this since March. We'll get out into the sky, and I'll take over the reins, and she'll be like, wait, you're flying? And I'll be like, oh, what? You didn't know? Those 3 months that I was supposed to be in night classes, I was learning how to fly, and you didn't know? And she'll be like, whoa, David, and it'll be great. And then I'll be like, hey, look out the window. And she will. And just at that moment, we'll fly over a field of crops with the cutout words, will you marry me, Faye? Pretty good, right?
I see so many flaws with this plan.
As do I.
Oh, shoot. Like what?
Well, how are you going to time this correctly to see the message? How are you going to propose while concentrating on flying? Where is this message viewable from the plane exactly? What if she says no while we're thousands of feet up in the sky? Should I keep going?
Okay, hush. No need to be negative. I need this to work out perfectly. It's just, this day needs to work, okay?
Why?
Stephanie? Sir, I've said that I shall do my very best to accommodate all your needs, and that is my prerogative. But perhaps we should think this through a bit more clearly. Perhaps we could think of a safer route to make this day absolutely perfect.
He sees that Faye is getting closer to the entrance.
Nah, this is happening. Oh, and here's the ring.
He hands it to Stephanie.
Do you mind giving this to me when I give the signal? I'm so clumsy with this type of thing. I'm terrified I'll drop it.
Excellent to hear from our pilot today.
Faye enters. She's terribly stiff and jittery.
David? It looks safe enough. Are there parachutes on board just in case? You said worst case, there are always parachutes.
Of course there are, hon.
So if we run into any kind of trouble, you're jumping for it?
That's enough. It's perfectly safe, madam. This is Flight Attendant Stephanie. Captain Eugene Halloran at your service.
To Stephanie's slight competition with Halloran.
And Captain David Williams, also at your service.
To Halloran and Stephanie.
Poor Faye here is just a little bit nervous.
Sorry, guys. Nice to meet you. I'm a little jittery. I'm kind of terrified of flying, or planes, or heights.
Of course you are.
If I may ask, Mr. Williams, sorry, Captain Williams, why would you schedule an airborne a private flight for someone who is afraid of flying?
Because the goal of our trip this week has been pushing ourselves to do things outside of our comfort zone.
Yesterday we did acupuncture.
Why do you feel the need to push yourself out of your comfort zone so much?
My whole life I've done the same routine, had the same relationship, lived in the same city. I felt a bit stuck. And Dr. Lila says, to find adventure, one must always sacrifice all sense of comfort.
Jesus Christ, that's harsh.
Hal, gathering attention and trying to glaze over any conflict.
Okay, fantastic, we're all acquainted. Now we're about to take off, so everyone please take your seats.
They do. Faye immediately straps herself in and closes her eyes, gripping the seat.
This is a 1-hour flight where we will respect the instructions of the command tower. Seatbelts will be worn at all times, and in the event of emergency,
Faye gasps.
please calmly buckle up and grab your complimentary airbags. It's a beautiful day to fly, folks.
Faye leans over to Stephanie.
Excuse me? It seems really tight in here. Sorry, I'm a bit claustrophobic on top of everything else. How many people does this usually sit?
Safely? Usually 2 to 3.
Oh. Well, is the captain very experienced then? And is he medically trained in case something goes wrong?
Captain Hal? He's flown every day for the past 35 years with no accidents. He's the best. And never lets you forget it. And also, not to brag, but I'm working towards my doctorate, so first aid is kind of a specialty. We're in complete control.
Oh, okay.
David stands up.
Honey, I have a surprise for you. Guess who's going to be flying today?
The very experienced captain?
Nope. Move over, Hal. It's my time.
For Faye.
You remember all those night classes I took for law school? It was actually just me getting my pilot's license.
Oh my god.
All right. Thank you for those safety tips, Hal. I'll get ready for takeoff now. Faye, come on up here and sit with me.
No, that's all right. I'm more than okay right here.
Oh, don't be silly. You told me that you didn't want to play anything safe, right? Come on up, honey.
Actually, sir, our procedure requires that I sit with you for safety's sake. My apologies.
Oh, don't worry. We can make an exception for your boss's nephew. I won't tell if you don't. Now, come on!
Halloran, flustered, moves to the back while Faye, rigid as can be, and preemptively grabbing her airbag, walks to sit next to David.
Dr. Lila said to step out of my comfort zone. Dr. Lila said to step out of my comfort zone. Dr. Lila said to step out of my comfort zone.
She sits and buckles up. David begins flipping switches. Then he stares and mutters, no, that's not right. Then flips a second set of switches.
All right, here we go.
He turns on the takeoff lights and the propellers slowly start moving. Faye immediately begins screaming for her life.
Miss, calm down. Miss, please.
Hon, we haven't even taken off yet.
Faye collects herself.
Oh.
She giggles nervously.
Sorry, I'm a little on edge.
That's all right, but trust me, I've got this. Have I ever let you down before? I planned this entire trip, didn't I? And we've done everything that you wanted to do.
Everything that you wanted to do.
Here we go!
The plane begins rolling. Faye grips her seat. Halloran buckles up, watching David like a hawk. Stephanie looks out the window regretfully. The plane begins to take its ascent.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
You're not gonna throw up.
I'm gonna throw up.
Not gonna throw up.
Please do not throw up. Use your bag if you need to.
I thought you said I needed that for oxygen!
Take deep breaths, miss, please.
Faye begins taking gigantic gasps, breaths in and out of the bag.
That's it, hon. In, out, in, out. Here, let's take your mind off it.
The "Will you marry me" Faye message is below them. Everyone but Faye sees it out the window. Stephanie gets the ring out and drops it, but quickly picks it back up. David veers the plane down, trying to get a better look. They all scream. Reaching from the back and helping David steer it up.
Sir, I need to insist you stay at a proper course.
Ignoring him.
Just look out the window, hon.
Absolutely not! I will not! I'm doing enough by being millions of feet in the air!
Millions?
Looking out the side window for the ground message.
Hang on, I really can't see it still.
He veers the plane to the left. All passengers scream. The ring goes flying into Faye's seat. Stephanie grabs it out of her lap, but Faye's too horrified by the plane that she doesn't notice.
Sir, please keep to our main course and do not violently turn the aircraft.
Hal, I've told you. I've got it. Hon, just look.
He veers again and everyone screams.
I'm not going to look! I'm never going to look! I can maintain that much control, can't I?
Slightly panicked, trying to calm her down. He needs her to have a good time.
Okay, let's talk about our trip. Get your mind off flying for now. Remember that breakfast place with the waiter that thought you had the funniest laugh? I loved her. Oh, and we went mountain biking. It was so awesome. And then we did zip lining, and we even did acupuncture. You stepped so far out of your comfort zone, like we said.
Breathing deeply to calm down.
I just realized something. I've hated this entire trip. I have. I've hated this entire trip.
What?
He turns to her and accidentally flicks on the waiting flaps for landing. The plane starts shuddering with an emergency alarm. All react appropriately.
Oh, God, man!
He angrily flips off the switch. The plane returns to form. He composes himself.
Stay the course, please.
I've hated this entire stupid trip. I hate early mornings, and you trudge me along to this early morning breakfast where the waiters are way too happy to be up. I hate needles, and you stick a bunch in me in acupuncture saying to relax. You know what the least relaxing thought I could think of is? Needles! Oh, but let's talk about my biggest fear, heights. You have us going ziplining, and now you're flying an airplane!
To himself.
Why couldn't I have taken the early retirement?
To Faye.
I planned this entire trip for you.
No! This is exactly what we've been trying to talk about with Dr. Lila.
Okay, who is Dr. Lila?
They are quiet for a beat.
He's our counselor.
You share a counselor?
Maybe we should.
No, it's okay. Yes, we're couples in couples counseling. And one of the main reasons is perfectly clear from this trip. Do you ever actually listen to me? You didn't plan this trip for me. You planned it for you. I made the mistake of telling you that I feel like I'm not taking risks in my life, and now you're holding it over my head.
Fully turned to her, his hands off the controls.
I'm just trying to help.
Please keep your eyes ahead of us.
Why do you feel this constant need to push me? You're basically guilting me into this entire trip. It feels like you're trying to change me into someone else.
I'm not, I swear.
Then why are you taking it upon yourself to push me to my limit?
Because I don't want to lose you.
Silence. Faye and David look at each other, unsure of what to say. Stephanie and Halloran look at each other in discomfort. After a beat, Halloran awkwardly pushes himself in between the couple, hitting a button on the control pad. They look at him for interrupting.
Sorry. You left the landing gear on? Don't let me stop you.
Plague, the psychologist, clears her throat.
How long have you two been together?
7 years.
And you're having issues just now?
I guess I've just been feeling stuck, like I said. I need something new.
And I don't want to lose you.
Faye, talk about your feelings.
I'm sorry. Are you qualified to be doing this?
I minored in psychology.
Oh.
They all mutter acceptance at this, including Halloran.
Fair enough. Yep.
All right, fair enough, etc.
I don't want to lose you either. I just want to try new things, not be boring and not get stuck.
I can help with that.
No! I don't need you to decide what those things will be.
Interesting.
I don't want to be here anymore. Take us down.
Wait, if you just knew what I had plans, then you...
I've had enough of your plans, David. I want to go home. Take us down.
Another awkward silence.
I never learned how to land properly. I always crash landed in the tests.
How did you pass?
Everyone aboard was always all right. I memorized the correct instructions and was able to pass perfectly on the written exam. I just physically could never get the landing right. They gave it to me because I knew the process word for word.
I'm happy to take over, sir.
No, I can get us down in one piece.
I don't think.
The plane is suddenly speeding downward violently.
No, I've got it! Don't hold! I can at least do this!
He adjusts it and is no longer violent, but it is fast.
Sir, the plane is not meant to descend this fast, and we have no clearance to land in this area.
I know what I'm doing, Hal!
David, let him fly!
He looks at her sadly and then moves aside. Halloran takes over, relieved. Stephanie is also greatly relieved, but seems sad for David.
Right. We have rather unsteady air rates here, so better I get us in smoothly anyway, sir. No need to feel ashamed of yourself at your awful job flying at all.
Halloran takes over flying. Faye sits in the front seat, not looking at David. Suddenly, Faye sees something and screams. All look forward as the plane shudders.
What happened?
A bird flew into the engine. It's fine. Nothing I can't handle. This has happened before.
Oh, you just need to lower velocity.
He hits a wrong switch in his arm and slams into the control board, breaking something. The plane shudders. Halloran hits his head and is knocked unconscious.
David, what did you do?
I mean...
The plane emits a constant alarm sound and begins to descend.
What do we do? What do we do?
Last minute confessions? I accidentally broke your iPod!
I can't stand your mother!
What?
I want to be a doctor, but I can't say blood without passing out.
Why haven't you taken over flying?
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
He starts moving towards the driver's seat.
I came up here to propose because I'm scared of losing you!
On a plane?
She begins to get up angrily towards him and bumps into the seat in front of her. The plane steadies out as Stephanie gets it under control finally. The alarms stop. They sigh in relief. Stephanie turns back.
Hey, are you guys okay?
Seeing Faye bent over.
Hey, you okay, Faye?
Yeah, I just hit my nose. I got a bit of a nosebleed.
Oh.
She immediately passes out on the controls. Faye and David look at each other in shock. The plane begins descending rapidly again and beeping.
Stephanie, Okay, plane has a radio, right?
Yes, it does. Remember what I smashed into? It's broken.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
The plane shudders more violently and begins to descend faster. Dave and Faye look at each other. They talk fast and loud over the beeping.
Okay, we may not have another chance at this. You plan so much and rush into things that I can't get a word in. You try and fix everything so hard when really all I need is your support.
I'm sorry. You're right, and I want to try harder just with this counseling and trying new things. I'm scared that you're going to outgrow me. We've been together so long, I don't know what I would do without you.
I love you. And I want this to work out, but we just can't be that. We can't just be together because it's comfortable. We need to learn to work together and grow and talk.
I can do that.
Pause. He is looking Tara out the window. She's thinking.
I wish we could have a chance to try. I think this may throw a wrench in our plans.
A moment of clarity.
No, it will not.
She gets up and moves Stephanie out of the pilot's seat.
David, get up here now.
What are you doing?
Stepping out of my comfort zone. My life will not be boring, and I will take control of it on my terms. I'm landing this thing.
But you don't know how?
And you do! You aced the written test, right? You're gonna tell me what to do, and we're going to do this together.
David looks at her for a moment, then smiles. He looks ahead.
Okay, the control's in front of you. That's the stick, and it steers us left or right, and allows us to climb or ascend.
Climb or ascend is the same thing.
Descend, sorry. The pedal's on the floor. They're going to control the rudder, and that points our nose to the left or right. That needle there is going to tell us how fast we're going.
Okay, got it.
Look at the knobs in front of you. This one is called the throttle. When you push it, it will give the plane more power. When you pull it, it gives you less.
Faye pulls the throttle, the plane begins going down.
Do not pull that knob yet! That was the next thing I was going to say!
Sorry, I'm new to this!
Okay, we're in luck. There's plenty of open fields below us. We're going to aim for those. Put your hand on the stick and hold a light grip on it.
I'm turning us!
Yes, you are! Okay, very carefully pull the throttle back about halfway and pull back on the stick without climbing.
She does, and the beeping stops. The plane slows down.
What next?
Okay, once we slow to about 90 knots, lower the nose a bit.
She does.
Good. Now, we're gonna glide down.
Oh my god, we're almost on the ground.
David suddenly remembers something and flips a switch. Faye looks at him.
Forgot landing gear. Sorry. Okay, pull the throttle back some more to slow us down. We're about to touch down.
Halloran begins to wake up.
Where am I?
Go back to sleep, Hal. We've got this.
Good Lord!
The plane touches down roughly, but in one piece.
Are these the brakes?
Yes! Hit them!
He does, and the plane lands. Whilst it shocked silence. After a pause, Faye begins loudly cheering.
We did it! That was us! We did it! We landed a freaking plane!
I'm dead.
No, you are not! We just landed this thing on our own! I did that!
Well, good work. I suppose that's 2 reasons for you both to be in a good mood, eh?
To Stephanie.
You could say yes, right?
I never got to ask.
Hal's a captain, you know. He could marry you right here, right now.
Faye and David look at each other.
Yes, I suppose it's the least I could do if that's what you wanted, even though it was also entirely your fault. But I would love to help in this very clear opportunity to give you something so that you will not press charges.
Okay. Hey. Will you marry me?
End of play.
We don't know what she said!
No.
What?
Ugh.
That was so fun.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.